So in this video, I'm going to talk to you about attributes that you need to have in order to be a successful person. What attributes successful people have and how you can obtain these attributes and be successful yourself, and what to look out for from other guys that don't display these same attributes. So the subjects I'm going to cover on this video are just attributes. I'm going to go through them line by line, and I'm going to tell you exactly, I'm going to define them, and I'm going to relate to them how you can learn to be successful by picking up these attributes. We're doing this for free right now. So for that little cost, I want to subscribe. I want to like. I want to comment. Please, I'll beg for it. Please, pretty please. Just kidding. If you got a comment, we'll make a video on it. If you feel like liking it and share it, we certainly would appreciate it. And we'll bring you new, fresh content daily. Before we get into this next video, make sure that you're aware that we have a contest where you can enter to win up to $20,000. All you got to do is go to the TroyKearnsChannel.com, enter to win, and make sure you text the number below. So of course, this is all of my opinion. These are traits that I came up with that I believe that you're going to need to have in order to be successful. So this is my opinion. This is not like law. This is not written. This is just my opinion. Number one, drive. I'm not talking about a car. I'm talking about the drive that you have. Are you willing to do whatever it takes to succeed? If you're a quitter, you need to change that attitude to a drive. You need to have the drive to do whatever it takes. If it's climb a mountain, you got to get to the top. If it's sell a house, you got to sell the house. You got to finish what you start, and you got to have drive and ambition. You have to be a competitor and have drive. It's an important characteristic. What drives me, right? I don't have to work anymore. So why am I out here spitting on YouTube, trying to teach you guys about how to invest in real estate? I have bigger goals. That fuels my drive. Have a good drive, and then you can push your drive to where you want to go. The reason that they use the word drive, it's going to take you to where you want to go. The road to success is not paved. You got to pave it yourself. Number two, self-reliance. What does this mean? You got no one to blame but yourself, okay? That's what it means. You need to be accountable to yourself. You need to set goals, hit those goals. You need to understand the buck stops with you. If you're a business owner, that you got no one else to blame. And you have to understand that if you got to pick up the garbage, it's your job. Landscape, if you got to spray for bugs, you're willing to do whatever it takes because you're self-reliant. You're not relying on everybody. One of my favorite sayings is the ship sails with or without you. If you're on board, I hope we get there because we're going to get there faster rowing as a unit than we are if you're not on board. Be self-reliant, but also relying on other people so that you can delegate. Number three, and I think it just goes right in hand with drive, is willpower, okay? Like, let's talk about it. If you really want something bad enough, what does willpower boil down to? It really boils down to how bad you really want something and whether you have the self-reliance on yourself to just dig a hole in and don't stop no matter what, right? Don't stop no matter what. That's willpower. Let's say you got on a diet today and you're like, I'm not eating any more donuts for the rest of the year. And then you pass by a Krispy Kreme and, you ate a donut. That's having no willpower. The opposite of that is saying, you know what? I'm only drinking water, I'm only eating vegetables, and for a whole year, that's all you do. Having all these temptations, but your willpower keeps you steady on it. You need to have a strong will. There's many distractions over there. You could spend your money on the wrong things. You could buy a Ferrari instead of a house that produces you income. So relying on your willpower is key. Your mind is your biggest enemy. So use it as a tool. Retrain your brain to have a stronger willpower. How do you do that? Push yourself. Push yourself beyond what you think you can do. Believe me, as I'm sitting here today, I never thought I would own 300 rental properties. I promise you that. I had a goal, but I never thought I was gonna get to 300 homes. But because I stuck with it, because I had drive, because I was persistent, because I was self-reliant, because I was willing to spray for bugs, because I was willing to trash out houses, I now own 300 rental properties, okay? I say that proudly because I never would have thought it would have happened. And you may never think it's gonna happen to you, but it can if you subscribe and hit the like button. It'll happen immediately. Like, bing. Number 4, patience. Patience, you gotta have patience. Sometimes deals don't work out and you gotta stick in the deal and find a way out. I'll give you an example. I bought properties to flip in Biloxi, Mississippi, and I have 2 of them right now that I'm paying 8.5% interest on, and I'm stuck in them. So I'm being patient. I've got people in there for 2 years. Actually, I could probably get out and make a profit right now, but I've got leases I've signed for 2 years. So be patient. Real estate climate changed and you need to be patient. Don't be in a rush with anything. This doesn't happen overnight and then all of a sudden it does, right? All of a sudden, all the things that you put together happen overnight, so be patient. You have to understand that there's a process that you have to go through, and if you're willing to take the time, things will happen. Be patient, don't beat yourself up. Think of exit strategies and understand that things take time, and real estate time is on your side. Number 5, integrity, and this should kind of go without saying, but do the right thing all the time. People are going to test you. I remember a specific example. I flipped a property way back when with a good friend of mine, Denny Meyer, and he was my hard money lender. He's my private money lender. And you know what? One of the ones didn't go well. And he was like, you know what? Just go ahead, just leave, don't do it. I got it. Well, you know what I did is I finished the job and lost $13,000. And I wanted to do it to prove to him that I finished what I start and that I have the integrity to do it. So do the right thing even when it doesn't matter. Even when you lose money, always do the right thing. Tell the truth. Do not misrepresent things, and make sure you fully disclose things. Being sneaky is not smart. Number 6 is passion. I'm a passionate guy. Life is 10% experience and 90% of how you respond to that experience. So you need to have passion, right? I wouldn't be up here building a YouTube channel at this point in my life if I wasn't passionate about real estate. I want you to learn from me. I want to be the #1 guy on YouTube that you can trust, that's gonna be bringing it to you straight, that's not gonna sugarcoat the BS, that's gonna give you real truthful stuff even if you don't like it. So be passionate about what you do and how you respond to things. In real estate, you're gonna go through a lot of hard knocks. It's not how you deal with them, but it's how you respond to them. Like, you could deal with them and be like, man, this sucks, I'm not in it, it's no good. Or you could respond and be like, this is a challenge. I'm going to embrace failure. I'm gonna learn from something here. So be passionate. If you're serious about real estate, you gotta be passionate about it. Number 7, connection. It's all about having the connections. Make a connection, have a connection. So those 2 things, right? You need to be able to connect and relate to people, be empathetic, and you need to have connections. You need to have the attorney. Everybody knows if they want something done, they call me. I know the right attorney to get you out of jail. I know the right attorney if you need whatever. Whatever you need, have the right connection and make the right connection with your person that you're buying the house from. For example, if you are unempathetic to their situation, it's not about the money 90% of the time. You won't get the deal done. Understand that having a connection and also having connections is super important in real estate. Make sure you have both. Number 8, optimism. Be optimistic. It's all about how you interpret things in your head. You could say, man, that sucks, or hey, this is a great way to learn. I have had plenty of examples of things that have just gone wrong. I've had contractors rip me off. I've had money stolen from me. I've had people steal from me. I've had people threaten my life. This happens. Be optimistic. And what I'm talking about is don't take things personal. If you have a goal to achieve, understand that how you program your brain is how you're going to succeed. So if you're not optimistic, you are not going to succeed. You can't see how things are going to be. You're not going to be positive. You're going to be negative. Be optimistic. Understand that this is a business and that there are people in it and there are human beings. You need to plan for the future, and by being optimistic and having optimism, you will be able to do so. Number 9, self-confidence. Walk it like you talk it. That's one of our favorite TikTok videos. Walk it like you talk it. Walk it like you talk it. You hear it all the time. Be confident, but don't have false confidence, right? Understand that you're knowledgeable if you are. So don't have false confidence. Have confidence. Be sure of yourself. I tell my son this all the time. He's a great basketball player, so is my daughter, but my son really takes it to heart. He likes to play by the rules and he doesn't want to disappoint the coach. And he doesn't want to disappoint his mom. And I always have to constantly remind him, you're a great player. If you know you're a great player, just go show him. Show him that you have the confidence by walking in confident. It's how you hold yourself. It's how you respond to others. It's how you deal with yourself. Reach for the handshake always. have confidence. Shout out to Migos. Number 10, and the most important, is communication. You need to have clear communication. What does that mean? Make sure whoever you're communicating understands what you're trying to say. Life boils down to what people perceive and what you're trying to communicate. Make sure when you have good communication skills that the person that you're communicating with understands, and paraphrase it and have them repeat it so that you understand that they understand. So have excellent communication. Always communicate what's going on. Keep people informed. If crap goes bad, let them know. If something looks suspicious, let them know so they don't get suspicious. Okay, that's it. That's the end of the video. So you got a couple things to do. Smash the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification button, and comment below. If we didn't cover something, or if there's something that you feel like you missed out on, make sure you comment below. We'll be bringing you new content fresh weekly, and make sure you subscribe.